The KWL reading tool, mentioned in our Morrow and Gambrell text, is used to help students build content knowledge by setting up the purpose for their upcoming reading assignment. In mathematics, a similar tool is used. I will be demonstrating the KNWS strategy specific to word problems. The K represents the facts that I know from the information in the problem. The N, the information I do not need. The W, what does the problem want us to find? And S, what strategies or operations will I use to solve the problem? This method allows students to plan, organize, and analyze word problems. It also aids teachers in identifying misconceptions or problems that students are having. Let's begin with an example. Video Haven rents movies for $3 per night. The store also offers a video club plan. The plan costs $100 per year and allows unlimited rentals at $1 per movie per night plus 2 free rentals per month. How many movies must you rent in a year to make the video club worthwhile? Students should read this problem multiple times. What we want to do is first get an idea of what we're trying to look for. And what we want to write down is what we know and what information we don't need. If you look at the first sentence, Video Haven rents movies for $3 per night. We do need that information, all right? And that is without a plan. So rentals are $3 per night without the plan. Now, the store offers a video club plan, and this costs $100 per year, unlimited rentals, $1 per movie per night, plus 2 free rentals per month. So we want to write all that information down. So with the plan, we know the cost is $100 per year. We have unlimited rentals. Now that doesn't have really anything to do with the cost, so I'm going to include that in the information I do not need. Now, I do need to know that it's $1 per movie, or per night per movie, plus 2 free rentals per month. So if we're thinking about this, okay, so 2 free rentals per month. Okay, how many movies must you rent in a year to make the video club worthwhile? Well, that last sentence tells us what we're looking for. What does the problem want us to find? Okay, so what we want to find is in 1 year, okay, we want to know when will the video club so the video club cost in 1 year, when will that be less than without the club? Okay, so we're looking at the cost. Okay, and if you notice here, the word less than triggers in mathematics you to think about inequality. So that's the strategy that we're gonna use. We're gonna write an inequality and solve it. Okay, so this chart allows us to think about how we're going to go about solving this problem. Okay, so that's the next step in our process. We want to write the inequality. Now, that inequality includes a variable, and the variable is what we're trying to find. So that is x. Okay, and x, if you notice here, we don't know how many video rentals we need. And so x is going to be the number of rentals, and we're comparing per night, because we can write a cost per night. Okay. Now, in order to solve this problem, what we want to look at is the video club cost per year versus not being in the club. Okay, so no club cost. All right, and we want to know, when is this video club cost going to be less than the cost if you're not in the club? Okay, so what we need to do next is write an inequality for each, or write an expression for each one of these. So the video club cost, so that's with this plan, okay, we know automatically it's $100 per year, okay. We know that it's also $1 per night for per rental. So if it's $1 per night, we know that it's 1 times X. Okay, so if you rent 10 movies, you've got $10 cost added on to that $100. We also know that there's 2 free rentals per month, which is a total of 24 rentals, which at $1 a piece would be 24. So we can subtract that $24 cost from our video club cost. So that's the total cost for the video club. Now, without the club, we know automatically it's just $3 per rental, so 3x would represent our cost, no matter how many rentals we have. If we simplify this expression here, I know 100 minus 24 is 76, plus the 1x is just x, and that's less than 3x. Now what we want to do is continue this by solving, so we're going to subtract the x. We're going to get the x's on the same side. And then we're going to divide by 2, so that x is by itself. And if you take 76 and divide it by 2, that is 38. So what does this mean? Okay. What this means is we know that x is the number of rentals per night. So when x is greater than 38, we know that the video club cost per year is going to be worthwhile, or that it's going to be less than the cost of not being in the club at all. So we want to state our solution then. Okay, we want to say that we must rent more than 38 movies per year for the video club to make sense. Now I will go on and do a problem with a student, as I would with a, helping a small group in a classroom. So I will pass this to my student, and what I ask you to do is go ahead and read the problem for us.
A salesperson earns $200 per week plus a commission equal to 4% of her sales. Last week her goal was to earn $400 and she achieved it. This week her goal is to earn no less than $450. What must her total sales be in order to reach her goal?
Okay, so let's go through the process. From reading that, can you state any facts that you know from the information in the problem?
She earns $200 per week.
Okay, so go ahead and write that in. Okay, anything else?
She has a commission equal to 4% of her sales.
Okay. Okay.
And then she has a goal of $400, or she achieved. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so that was last week, right?
Yeah.
This week, her goal is to earn no less than $450. What must her total sales be in order to reach her goal?
Okay.
So what do we need from those two sentences?
That she wants to achieve. She doesn't achieve $450.
Okay, so she wants to get more than $450.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. Now, what information do I not need?
Her goal last week was to earn $400.
Okay. Okay, great. Now, what we need to do is figure out what we want to find.
What her total sales must be in order to reach her goal.
Okay. So, if we know that, what strategy are we going to use to solve this problem?
An inequality.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to figure out what the variable would represent. Okay, so now what we have, let me move back up here. Okay, we're going to set up the inequality. Okay, so you need to identify your variable. So what does your variable represent?
The total sales.
Because that's what we're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the pen here. Okay. Okay, so X would be okay. So what we want to do is now write that inequality. Now, how do you do that?
Earnings is greater than 450. Greater than or equal to 450.
Okay, so her total earnings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why don't you do that over here? Okay, now her earnings. How much does she earn?
$200.
Okay. Well, let's write it under here. Plus what?
Plus 4%, and that would be 0.04 times X.
Okay. And X is?
Her total sales.
Okay, and that has to be, keep going. Okay. So this is our inequality, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what?
Now you have to subtract 200.
Okay.
And that would be 0.04x. No.
No, you're right.
Is greater than.
You can use a calculator if you need to.
$250.
Okay. Now what?
Now you have to divide
Mm-hmm.
250 and 0.04 by 0.04. And that would give you x equals 6,250.
Mm-hmm. Now does X equal 2,000 or 6,250?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and just put the inequality in. Okay. 6,250. All right. So what does that mean?
It means that her total sales have to be greater than or equal to 6,250.
Okay. So go ahead and write that. All right. Very good. So that is the KNWS strategy for word problems. Thank you.